Hi, and welcome back. So this is chapter 5, Navigating Change Through Formal Structures and Systems. So in this chapter, we're going to look at a number of things, including how organizations structure themselves. We're going to look at existing systems and structures, formal structure and the systems that they support, how to manage systems, right, and how to develop more adaptive systems. And this fits into our book. Look down here, we're in chapter 5 now. We're going to make sense of formal systems and structure, assess their strengths and weaknesses, or how to leverage them to gain approval for this thing we want to do, and how to gain acceptance of this change we want to make. So let's look at some terminology. So work differentiation. To what degree are tasks subdivided? So this is the Henry Ford assembly line specialization argument. Departmentalization or integration. What jobs are grouped together? So we group things together by product, by process, by department, and so forth, by expertise. Chain of command, just basically who reports to whom. Span of control, how many individuals report to an individual manager. So how many people does each boss have to look out for? Degree of centralization versus decentralization. Do we decide most things at headquarters, centralization, or do we push decisions down to the lowest level, decentralization? Decentralization is quicker. There's less communication needs to happen, but also we have many more different people making decisions, so our decisions won't be nearly so consistent. SOP, standing operating procedures. Those are the rules and regulations we follow at work that tell people what to do, when to do it. So if somebody brings back an item to our store and doesn't have the receipt, what do we do? Okay, we can't give them their money back, we give them in-store credit, or whatever happens to be our policy. Right, we talk about things that are organic and flexible, a wide span of control, not so much control over here in organic. We're more mechanistic, lots of control. People told exactly what to do. Simple, straightforward planning process, right? It's boom, 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 very linear. We go back to our Quinn's competing values framework, right? We look at stable environment versus dynamic, changing a lot, or a simple versus a complex environment, and we have different modes of operating systems inside of those. Right, so for instance, a complex environment, we use rules, policies, and procedures, right? But they're adapted to the complexity. We know there's lots of things to do, but we worry about the complexity involved in the environment. So the bottom line is there's no one best way to organize, just like there's no one best style of leadership. It depends on what you're trying to do. So we should have structural decisions. Our organizational design should follow strategic decisions. If we're going to have a chain of restaurants, we need to know whether they're going to be a 4-star steakhouse chain or fast food, right? And then we get to design our organization accordingly. Once structural choices are made, right, these formal systems can then fill things in, the how-to stuff, the SOPs, that kind of thing. Right. So when we want to understand these structured systems, we look at the paper trail, what's written down, ask those who work in them. We can develop process maps, so little like flow charts of what happens where and how things work. And we can draw this out to get a better feel. It is amazing how few organizations have been through this exercise. Sometimes if you're a new consultant trying to improve an organization, that's what you need to do just to get your own head around how it works there. And sometimes that just that effort exposes weaknesses in their organization. So if you want to get changes that have a higher probability of approval, first of all, try to make changes that where there's no approvals necessary, right? That's just a big roadblock you got to get through, and it's better if you can find changes where you don't have to do that. And if approval is necessary, you got to show how it's aligned with the organization's strategy, right? I'm doing this because, right? And then definitely want to show the benefits of the change and how that works.